and basically this line here should be on the same alignment of this side of the original triangle. So I'm just going to use scale and just drag on X and make it move back to a place that looks like it works. Go back to this view and repeat the process with these ones. I'm just going to move them upwards, fit there, then go back to my left view and scale them. Here, then we have this one. Move upwards in a way that I kind of start getting a curve there. Okay. Go back there and scale it to fit the place. So if I go back to this view here, kind of can see that, you know, the shape is starting to emerge there. Okay, but maybe you could be picky and want a little bit more of refination, and basically let's give a little bit more of refination to this shape. So just go my front view, go back and select the edges. So the ones that I want to round, I'm just going to get these guys here. I don't need any of these. And go to chamfer. It looks like it's rounded enough. Add the modification. Go to my frontal view. Then I'm going to do the rounded corners here as well. So if you just go back to my edge mode, which you have like shortcut for it, which is number 2. So I have 1 for vertex, number 2 for edges, and so on. And I select this other one. And I just add the chamfer again till I get a nice rounded edge, and then just add a little bit more of segments, and basically that's what you get. You get the shape that you're looking for.
Oh dear.
Okay, sorry, I just had to stop for a while. Yeah, we were modeling the handle, which was looking alright. So basically I'm just going to do the same thing as I did with this part here, and just draw a rectangle here. Okay, add some rounded corners to it. Then I'm just going to copy it or 3 times, and same thing as before. I'm just going to add the modifier, an edit spline. I'm going to attach all the others. Then I'm going to modify it again and add an extrusion, which is basically enough for this. Oops. Should be getting the y-axis and just moving this way. Select this object again, go to create geometry compound objects, get a boolean, again pick the operand b, and pretty much it. We have these inlets here on this bit. Going back to the image, see the next element that we are going to model, and probably it will be this one. So I'm just going to create a shape again. I'm going to create a rectangle. No, not really, just get a line as well, because it's not really a rectangle here. Something like that. Okay, this time around I'm just going to do it slightly different, just show that there's not only one way of doing something. So I'm just going to add rectangles before extruding this guy here. So some rounded edges, go to my move, hold shift and copy those objects. Probably a couple extra objects there. So yeah, I got this. Just go back to this object here, and I'm just going to add the edit spline. It's already there because it's a line, so it's already editable. I'm just going to attach these guys here. Go to modifier, and I think I have to exit modifier to add another one and extrude it, but this time I'm just going to extrude it like one, just to get some sort of thickness. Then if I go to my top view, you see that this object is not really aligned where I want. I want it to be outside of the other bit, and I'm just going to hold shift and copy it. So you can see that I already have the shape there. Just need to add a cap for that. So basically go again to create a line, but I need that to be fairly precise on top of that. So I'm just going to turn on my snap here, right click on it, and at the moment it's on grids. I'm going to unselect grids and select the vertex, so it's going to snap on vertices. Can close this now, just create a line that goes from this vertex to that one, to this one, and I can close it. Yes, I'm going to modify it, add an extrusion as well, but probably one. And there's way too many segments on this one, and probably on the other two. So I'm just going to select them and modify that to one. Probably this one, I need to do it as well. Okay, so if I just select these three objects here, I can see that they're going to be just one object, so I'm just going to group them. Okay, so basically one good thing that you can do in Mac, since everything has its own name, you should name the parts that you're using. So if you just go to modify, the first one is the name. I'm I'm just going to name this one as a cap. I'm going to get that one again, name it as an upper handle. This one and that one seems to follow the same thing with the cap, so I'm just going to group them as well and call the group upper body 1, because I might use it again, the same name. Okay, so basically we have almost everything of the upper body already done. We can add this cylinder here. You guys can, just add more details if you want. I think I'm just going to, oh yes, I was forgetting about this one here. So if you just go to my left side here, okay, you can see that not everything is aligned, so I'm just going to move it fairly to the position that it should be. And going back to that picture, it comes, from this bit here. So I'm just going to create a cylinder, straightforward, just a cylinder. So it should be in standard primitives. Get a cylinder, just place the cylinder here. You can see that it's moving something on the top of the screen, which is basically the height. As I move, the height changes. So you can just click and drag and create what you want. Let's go back to my top view. Not really this one that I want the one with the image. And you can see that my cylinder is somewhere here, and it should be somewhere around here probably. I'm just going to modify this cylinder to have the height that I want. Probably should go all the way inside here. I'm just going to leave in this position at the moment. And same way you create a standard shape, and then you just go refining it. I'm just going to add an edit poly again. Just going to place these guys in a position that I think they should be, to enable me to add more detail to the model. And then just have another look. This seems to be a little chamfered. Just going back to this. To chamfer that, I'm just going to roughly scale this thing up. On this one, I'm going to select the polygons here. Let me see. Yep, and extrude a little bit. Oh. Local normal. Something like that. Okay. So yeah, you can see that basically we kind of have the geometry looking like the Enfield rifle already. So that concludes this part of the tutorial. Just double check if there's something else. No, I think that's pretty much it. What I'm going to add is detail, and it's just missing the scope at this point.